Previously on Lion Mums.
Ladies, is there a problem? Chae.
Yeah. So how long has it been since you and Chae Lian seen each other?
20 years?
Around then.
It's great to see you again tonight. I'd love to catch up sometime.
Colonel, I wish to withdraw from West Point exchange program.
The program doesn't commence until November, Major. Durrani is a strong woman. I'm sure she'll be able to overcome this.
But I think it's better that I stay close to home. Colonel, I've made up my mind.
Who's she? She's the girl I told you about. She's just a boutique assistant. For the last time when it comes to people, just listen to me!
I'm just saying, Zhong Meng has found himself a loyal employee. Just look after yourself, okay? Zhong Meng is known to have a reputation for playing on the edge.
Tomorrow's interviews organised by gender, qualifications, and which JC they went to.
I like their OCD is my OCD.
I also took the liberty of posting a job ad on an open source forum. I think you'll find some interesting candidates in here. Not much formal training, but lots of practical experience.
I think you're getting to know me a little bit too well.
Shall I start lining up the interviews?
Nope. That can wait. Because I got us an appointment with the Bazarian Group.
Zero. Oh, aren't they like the biggest and oldest retail distributors in Singapore?
The only problem is our VCs want me to do a pitch for some of their partners on the exact same day, so we need to tag team this.
Okay, I'll start compiling all the research on Bazarium and the other VCs.
I want you to do the Bazarian pitch. We need to convince them to anchor our platform.
Zhong Meng, it was one thing to pretend to be someone with you on the pitch, but I've never actually done one before.
So you'll be completely original and fresh and out of the box.
I really don't...
Complete the deck and we can practice it tomorrow. Go.
I can't say goodbye to the feeling. I've hit the ceiling one more time. Keep aiming high, always reaching for the sky. Through the skies, day and night, reaching higher and higher. It feels like flying, don't it?
Mommy, why are we so early today?
I have to get to the office early today, baby. But you can have breakfast in the canteen, okay? Grandma's picking you up after school.
Again?
I thought you liked being at Grandma's. You get to do your homework in air conditioning, sit in Grandpa's massage chair when you're tired, have yummy fried rice for lunch.
It's 2 times this week I've been over at Grandma's house after school. Yesterday I went there after Daddy took me out. At home you're always on your laptop.
I'm sorry, Kai, but this new job is very different from what Mummy used to do. There's lots to do, new things to learn.
Can't I go to your office?
It's very busy and hectic there right now, Kai.
Please, Mummy, I promise to be good.
Let me talk to my boss, okay? But for today, it has to be Grandma's. I promise. I'll make it up to you over the weekend, all right?
Great seeing you the other day. I've been trying to catch up with all my old friends. Let's meet?
Hey.
Hi. Where's Minnie?
She's still at the office. Something about a pitch or interview or something like that. I have a hot chocolate, thanks. You know, when I was working at a firm and clocking in 10 hours a day, I still have time for coffee with the mummies.
She must love her job. Or her boss.
Well, you gotta admit, right? Her boss is one kind of a character. I guess the inspirational bosses just have a way with their stuff.
I don't know. He seemed to be too flashy for me.
And Beng Hian is not flashy?
He wasn't when we knew each other. He was quite ordinary, in fact. Too ordinary. You know, at JC, he was just an average student.
Is that why you broke up?
A woman has to be practical. I've gotten into NUS, and he was headed for NS. then Poly with his results. We weren't sure if it was going to work out. Then I met Fu Kyung at NRES.
Reza wasn't sure if he wants to stay in the army after NS, but he liked it, and then he got picked for OCS. I guess you'll never know where someone will end up from the school that they go to.
True. But just because a few were successful that way, doesn't mean we want our children taking that kind of chance, right?
Well, I don't know. Would Nabila be happy as a chef or a Fortune 500 CEO?
Winston,
Not now.
look.
I said. The interview was just 2 weeks ago. It can't be that fast.
Do you want to open it?
You open it. Sayang, are you planning to go somewhere without me?
No, I think you really should start packing for your West Point trip, Sam. You're going to be away for 4 months. And it's not like you're going to be training every day and wearing a uniform only, right?
Sayang.
Oh, you know what, Sayang? I have this packing app. What? Okay, you're gonna need sweaters because it's cold during that time of the year. I'll pack 2. That should be enough, right? And then your number 2 in case there's a formal event or something that you need to.
Sayang, I'm not going to West Point.
What?
After Jason, I was so worried about you. So, I withdrew.
But Sayang,
Sayang, you were not going to work. You were not eating. I was so scared. How could I possibly leave you and Nabila alone when you were that way?
but Sayang, West Point is important to you.
They do the program every year with SAF. I'll be able to do it next year.
But what if you don't get picked again, Sayang?
Sayang, I'm sure Biji Chua thinks highly enough of me to consider me again.
Hey! Wow, you're back early.
Yeah, I was stood up by Mary. Her husband was sick.
Oh. But I thought it's just a jazz performance. You could have gone by yourself.
Yeah, but the only reason why we were going was because she said that she knew the owner, so she could get us in for free. I was really looking forward to going out tonight.
Wow, thanks. Now I know what you thought of my company.
I like hanging out with you and Reza, but you guys are married, and everything is about job kid, you know?
Job kid. Wait, don't you still have friends in Singapore?
Yeah, I do, but they're either married or married with kids. If I had known it would be like this, I would have thought twice about breaking up with Noel.
Well, you can always go back to him.
Just to avoid being single. Look, you are the manipulative one, not me.
Whatever. Anyway, Reza is not going to West Point. He said he did it for me, and I'm just afraid that one day he's gonna regret it and blame it on me.
Can't he just tell them that he changed his mind?
It's MINDEF arena. He can't say yes and then back out and then say yes again. It looks bad.
Looks like you need help from someone from the inside.
Colonel Hussey? Oh, I know, but I just can't, okay? She's the reason why Reza and I had problems in the first place.
Do. If she likes Reza, she'll be able to pull the stops for him. No. Seriously, Do. The one time that you need to be manipulative and scheming, you refuse to do it. Even if she is your public enemy number 1, you have to make the effort. Do. For Reza and his dream.
For Reza and his dream.
Dad, where's Mom?
She wasn't feeling well, so I told her to stay home. It's almost 10 p.m.
I got caught up at work. Where's Kai?
He's already asleep. Min, I hope your boss is paying you overtime. You've been putting in an awful lot of hours at work.
I know. And I haven't even done my reading for class this Friday.
And you haven't had dinner?
I lost track of time at the office.
Why don't I go and buy you some food?
It's okay, Dad, really. I'll just make some instant noodles. You should go home and see if Mom's okay. Thanks for staying with Kai.
Min, I'm glad you found a job that you like. But you can't keep coming home at 9 p.m. every time. Kai needs a mother.
Dad, not now, please. It's just been a very long day.
All right. Good night.
It's me. I thought you should know that our son has received an offer from Anson High. He's been waiting for your call. He has Wushu training and then PSLE prep class tomorrow. He will be home at 5 p.m. Please call him.
Hi there. Come by the restaurant tomorrow? Doing a food tasting of our new menu. Love to hear your thoughts.
I don't think I'm the right person. I'm not a foodie. Don't think I'm the right person.
Quartz technology aims to change...
Stop. You look like they're gonna eat you. Much better. Now you just look like a plank. Relax. Pitching is like dating. The trick is to look like you're not even trying. Try again.
Quartz technology aims to change.
Revolutionize.
Quartz technology aims to revolutionize electronic retailing by shifting the focus away from price searches to.
Stop. Do you even understand what we do?
If you just wanted me to repeat what you said to the VCs, you should have just said so.
This is a sales pitch to a customer. It's different from pitching to an investor.
Well, if you stopped interrupting me, you would see that I'm trying to do that.
Your opening line needs to show them the promised land.
Like undersell, overdeliver. Ever heard of that? Look. Bizarium is a conservative company, and they've been on the Singaporean retail scene for so long. They're going to be excited by something that can get people to buy more, but they're also going to be frightened about it as well, since, you know, they're dinosaurs.
Wouldn't you love to be able to say that in the room? Listen, you guys are dinosaurs. You either do this or you go extinct. Embrace change or let change eat you up alive. Now, choose.
I can't say that.
I know. But sometimes I really wish I could, you know?
Hello, dinosaurs of the retail world. A comet is coming your way that is going to destroy the Earth as you know it. It's called internet shopping. But have no fear, we at Quartz Tech specialize in teaching old dogs, such as yourselves, new tricks.
Now, that's an audacious pitch.
It would also get me thrown out of the room in an instant.
True?
Okay, from the top.
No.
Quartz?
Just speak from your heart. That's who you are and that's what's gonna work for you.
So, in other words, sell it like I'm selling it to $20?
Exactly.
Quartz technology.
Mummy!
Hey.
Mummy, Grandpa brought me to a jungle gym today.
Oh, that's nice.
Wasn't sure if I wanted to go in, but it looked really fun. There was this pool full of plastic balls that I could jump into. And then there's this gun that will suck up the balls and I could fire them at targets.
Sweetheart, why don't you go and shower first, and then we can talk about your day, okay?
But why can't we talk now?
Because Mummy has had a really long day, and I just need a few minutes of quiet, okay? Go shower.
But you've been gone all day. And this week you came back home after I went to bed on Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday.
Kai, just go shower, please. Okay? Mummy had a really long day, and I just need 10 minutes of quiet, okay? Just 10 minutes.
Did you really have to shout at him?
I didn't shout. Dad, I've just had a very, very long day, and I just need to decompress.
Then decompress somewhere else. When your son comes home, he wants your attention.
Now, today I'm short on that, okay?
That's not the only thing you're short of, clearly.
Nora,
Durrani, how are you?
I'm fine. The West Point exchange program. I know Reza has withdrawn.
At tremendous cost to his career. I hope you know what he has sacrificed for you.
I do know what he has sacrificed for me, and that's why I'm here. You're an influential person. I'm sure there's something you can do.
I already did. I recommended him for this program, but he turned it down.
Will he get another chance?
No. Reza got the attention of the BGs. with his work on the white paper. Next year, it will be somebody else shining. Excuse me, I'm late for work.
Look, I know I've been unpleasant. I've been really petty towards you and selfish with Reza, but I am not proud of my behavior. I'm asking you to please forgive the past, help my husband fulfill his dream to go to West Point. If there's really nothing you can do, then just tell me who I should go to. I'll make an appeal, I'll talk to them, I'll even beg them if I have to. But I am not letting this go without a fight.
I'll see what I can do.
Kai, please don't touch anything.
I'm just looking, Mummy.
Okay, let's go sit down, all right?
Mummy, can I have a cup of water?
Okay. Here you go.
Mummy, can I draw with those markers?
Okay. Kai, Mummy really needs to get back to work now, okay?
I've been looking at this all afternoon and it looks wrong. I think I'm too close to it. It has to be absolutely perfect. Came up with the idea that you have to do this in 5 slides anyways. Aesthetically, I got it, but the content... I need to send this out by the end of the day. Just do one pass for me.
I'm still in the middle of the deck for the Bazarian pitch, and I have to set up the appointments for the interviews.
That's not done yet. I need to do this meeting. Just sort it out for me, okay? Who are you?
Oh, I'm sorry. I forgot to mention I was bringing him in today. This is my son, Kai. Kai, this is Uncle Zhong Meng.
Hello, Uncle Zhong Meng.
He's very stressed out right now, Kai.
What's this?
What?
I told you to read the content, not to move the logo and change the fonts.
What are you talking
I
about?
asked you to fix it, not ruin it. You think just because you anticipated me a few times, you can go ahead and just do anything you want?
I haven't touched it. What are you
Stop yelling at Mummy. I was the one who fixed the slide because she was busy.
Kai, I told you not to touch anything.
But it was ugly and the words were going out of the slide. And you were busy. I thought I would help you finish faster so we can go home earlier.
Kai, right? What do you know about my slides and fixing them? You're a kid. When I was a kid, I didn't touch anything unless I asked for permission. Did you ask for permission? Did you ask for permission?
I can fix it.
I don't need you to fix it! Don't touch anything. In fact, I don't want to see him here anymore!
Kai, how dare you?
You need to fix the slides.
Get out of my way.
Excuse me?
You yelled at my son.
So what?
So fix your own damn slides. Kai? Kai, you shouldn't have run off like that. And you shouldn't have touched the laptop either.
You never shout at me like that.
He was just upset because you did something to those slides. And we spent a lot of time working on them.
How could I fix it back for him? It was easy. You just needed to ask. You didn't need to get all angry.
Kai,
You let him yell at me.
because you did something you weren't supposed to do.
I want to go home, Mommy.
Oh, hi, Zhong Meng.
You are?
Durrani, Minnie's friend. We met at a restaurant.
Right.
Hey, Du, I'm sorry to do this to you, but is it okay if Kai comes over to your place until I finish work?
Yeah, sure. What happened? Is he feeling okay?
He's fine. I'll tell you later.
Well, I guess your boss is only charming when he wants something, huh?
Major,
Yes, ma'am.
I meant to ask, how's Durrani doing?
She's getting better. She just needed some time to deal with her grief. Thank you for asking.
It's too bad that you withdrew from the West Point program.
Sometimes we need to make difficult decisions. Right, ma'am? Hindsight is always 20/20.
It's a very noble sacrifice, Major. But it made me wonder, though, if you really wanted it badly in the first place.
Ma'am, I really appreciate what you have done for me. And I'm really sorry that I have to let you down this way.
I think the person that you're supposed to apologize to is yourself, Major.
Of course, I wish I could have been more selfish. I wish I could have put myself first instead of my family. I am 40 years old, ma'am, and I'm just a major. I want to be a lieutenant colonel and have the chance to run my own department instead of just taking orders. But I know sometimes we don't get what we want.
So you did want it badly?
More than anything. People look at Durrani and think that she's selfish, manipulative, only interested in her own career. But I know, if the situation was reversed, she would have done the same thing for me.
Well then, Major, don't give up your dream just yet.
I win again. What's wrong with you? Usually you'll be the one winning. I don't really feel like playing this game.
Hey, sayang, go get your Pictionary.
Okay.
Hey, Kai, you want to tell me what's wrong with you?
I wish Mommy didn't have to work at that office.
Look, Mummy, she has to work so that she can earn money and buy you nice things.
I don't like the person that Mommy works for. He yells. And Mommy lets him yell at me.
Well, maybe he was having a bad day. You know, us adults, we get cranky when we have bad days.
But when he has a bad day, then Mummy has a bad day. Then when she has a bad day, she doesn't want to talk to me.
You know what, Kai? You will always be Mummy's number one in her life. Just like how Uncle Reza and Nabila is number one in my life.
I used to hate it when Mummy had to work in the clothes shop. People at school made fun of me. But now I wish she worked in the clothes shop.
Where are you going?
It's 5 p.m. Need to go get my son. Don't worry. Your work will get done. I'll email you from home.
Kai is in Nabila's room.
Thanks for keeping an eye on him for me, too.
No worries. Hey, Min. Kai seemed really upset over what happened. Is it true that Zhong Meng yelled at him?
Both of us yelled at him.
Well, you're his mother. You can yell at him, but what is Zhong Meng's excuse?
We're just up to our eyeballs, preparing for 2 big pitches. And we have to start hiring people quickly so that we can roll out the product on time. So when he messed with the slides, it was...
You know what, Min? The more I hear, the more I feel like this Zhong Meng guy is not a very nice person.
He's ambitious and complex. And he demands a lot from himself and of other people. I mean, you can't always be a nice person and get results, right?
Well, I guess not.
Yesterday when I got home, I just couldn't bear talking to Kai. I just really wanted some time alone for myself. How do you do it, Du? How do you keep the work demons away from home?
Well, I usually yell at the interns before I leave. I'm kidding. Just kidding. Look, I know it's hard, okay? It's a 30-minute commute to get home, and usually I just blast the music and I'll sing to let off some steam. And nowadays, Nabila knows when not to bother me.
What is that?
Like when I'm serious, she knows not to bother me.
Oh, okay.
Me.
I don't know. You know, taking Kai to work was supposed to be a solution. Now it's just created another problem.
Well, you know, startups are all about flex, right? And I can tell Zhong Meng, he really values your contribution. Maybe you can ask him for some days where you can work from home, or maybe get an afternoon off.
I'll try. Kai, I want to take a minute and talk to you about what happened today.
Later, Mommy. I need to decompress.
He actually used the word decompress?
He must have heard me say it when I was speaking to Dad last night. Anyway, I'll go pick him up from school myself later, and hopefully he's cooled off by then.
Oh, I'll have a hot chocolate.
Flat white, please. Cappuccino. Thank you. Hey.
Winston has been accepted into Anson High via DSA.
Congratulations!
Oh, that's great news. You must be so proud.
I was quite worried, you know, after everything that has happened. Winston seems to be so unfocused after what happened with Jason. You still need to meet the cut-off points.
But that's lower than the points the other kids need to get into Anson High.
So the pressure is off a little. Ju, thank you for talking to him.
He did it all by himself, Jay. I didn't do anything. All I did was just listen to him. Jason would have been so proud of him.
passes the Chae test, it's good.
Mummy,
Did your father call you?
he sent a text message congratulating me. Oh, will he be coming for my P6 graduation?
I'll mention it to him.
I wish he didn't have to work so far away.
If your father didn't take up the job running the company in Fujian, Mommy wouldn't be able to stay home with all three of you.
I know. I miss him though.
Consider it a favor for an old friend. Please? 12 noon?
Minnie. Look, I just want us. Can you take off your headphones? I'm trying to talk to you. What your son did yesterday with the slides, they were actually decent. Can you let him know? If you take off your headphones, you can actually hear what I am saying.
Maybe you're not saying the right thing.
Okay. I apologize for shouting at your son yesterday. He did a good job.
I think Kai deserves an apology too.
I'm sure you can just let him know I apologized.
That's unfair to him. After all, apologies from you are like unicorns.
Just get him a toy and tell him that's from me.
I think Kai would appreciate the apology more.
He's a kid. You don't apologize to kids.
My son is upset with me because he thinks I took your side. If you apologize to him, it'll make it clear to him that I'm not picking you over him.
Okay, you get the toy, I'll do the apology.
He likes books, actually.
Books, whatever. Just get him to the office and get it over and done with, okay?
Zhong Meng, he's not going to want to come here after what happened. And after what happened, you can get him the gift yourself. You know, show some sincerity. And I may need to spend a few days working from home. I'll come in if you need me to, but I have to be there for my son.
You're not making this easy, are you?
I learned from the best.
Fine. But can you please stop being angry with me?
I'll think about it.
Mommy, are you going somewhere?
Coffee with a friend. And I'm also going to meet a new math tutor to see if he's suitable for Winston. You need me for something?
Yes, my friend Chloe is having a birthday party tomorrow, and it's the same time as my violin. Mr. Lim said he has no one in the slot after me next week, so is it okay if I go to Chloe's birthday party, then have 2 violin lessons next week? This one looks nice, Mommy.
Oh, yes, as long as you go for the makeup class.
Thank you, Mommy. Mommy was acting strange. She was trying on clothes.
Why is that strange?
She said okay to me to go to Chloe's birthday party.
Oh, maybe she's in a good mood. I did get into Anson High.
Hope I'm not late.
No, I was early. Please. Sorry. Have it.
No, it's nice.
Thank you for coming. I know you're very busy with family.
We're old friends.
Now, as I recall, you like kopi C.
A cappuccino will do. That was a long time ago, and you're not the only one who has become more sophisticated.
Right. Excuse me. There. You're the first one to greet the customer. It's important you look perfect. Yes, sir. Can I have a cappuccino for the lady and Americano for me? Thanks. Sorry, keep letting work get in the way. I'm afraid I checked you out on Facebook. Your children's names are Winston, Hillary, and Margaret. Such ambitious names.
They will be extremely successful. Their names should reflect that.
High-achieving Chae. Ambitious as ever. Your oldest must be, what, 12 now?
Winston is in P6, and he just got into Ensign High via DSA.
Margaret is in P4, and she's a talented musician. She plays the violin. Hillary's my youngest, and she just started P1. She is mischievous.
Like her mother. I'll never forget how you released all the frogs from the bio lab when we were in JC. Remember April Fool's Day?
I was young and foolish.
Well, I'm not young, but still foolish.
You are extremely successful. 4 restaurants in 1 year, and I read about a hotel.
Oh, that's just a small passion project my partner and I have started. You know, something we can do now that restaurants have stabilized and they're settled in.
See, there's nothing foolish about you.
Well, people only see the glamorous side, right? The press coverage, the restaurants. You don't see the long hours, the frustrations, the pressure to generate returns for investors. Thank you. Anyway, you have a lovely family. Someone to come home to.
You don't have any family here anymore in Singapore?
No, Mom died a few years ago, and my sister lives in Australia now.
So you're back here because?
Well, my business partner approached me when I was still working in Milan and offered me a chance to set up a new business here in Singapore. You know, I missed home, you know. Bak chor mee, chicken rice, old friends.
You're a very eligible bachelor. I'm sure you'll find a wife easily.
Well, I could. But there was always this one girl I could never forget. Shall we get on with the food tasting?
Yes.
Kai, I hope you accept this as a token of my apology.
You didn't say I'm sorry. Mommy always makes me say I'm sorry when I do something wrong.
I'm sorry.
Kai, Uncle Zhong Meng has apologized and even brought you a gift. I think the right thing to do is to be magnanimous and accept the gift graciously, don't you think?
Thanks, Uncle Zhong Meng.
What is it?
Managing director for Basarium is going to sit in on your pitch. There's no way I can move my presentation for the VCs.
Then we're gonna have to add more numbers into the deck. But only you have those.
Can we take a look at what you have?
My laptop's over there.
So just so right, that equals true. Mommy, are you okay?
You never...
I had a good lunch.
So I bought these sardine piles from the new bakery and they are to die for. Try one. What's wrong? Hey, are you okay? Are you okay?